Hi, this is Johnny Gravino, and I would just like to update you on the current situation with regards to Italy and the coronavirus. We are the country that's the most infected as we speak, infections and deaths, and so we are definitely hurting as a country and even as a ministry. And so, as I uh, as I speak to you at the current moment, uh, I speak to you from a context of great sobriety. There is tension um, in Italy. We are currently beyond 2 weeks of lockdown, and our lockdown is really severe, such that we are not even permitted to take walks outside of our homes. Our homes, on top of that, are apartments. For the most part, Italians live in small apartments, so you can imagine families being uh, locked down in apartments with children, not allowed to play nor go out. And so by the end of our second week, we are beginning to feel the suffocation. And so, again, I speak to you from a really changed world, and we know that is globally, but particularly in Italy. And so it is rather humanly unsettling. And for the month of March, this past month, we have tried to come to grips with the reality of the coronavirus and its actual impact. And that's been progressive because, admittedly, neither the country nor us here, ministry wise, really understood the severity of the virus and the crisis. But thankfully, the Lord is sovereign, and we have been extremely encouraged by our partnerships, ministry wide in Europe and also in the US, Southern California through TMAI. And because of that, we have uh, uh, come to the conviction of moving our ministry to online training. We've been very encouraged by the response that we've had from our students. Essentially, our students are hungry for the classes and for the study and learning. And the online technology is providing that benefit. This is also the direction we're headed in terms of local church ministry, and just an encouraging story in the midst of the tension and the sobriety, like I said, of the current moment. We are noticing how believers generally are enjoying the opportunity just to meet and fellowship online. We are about preaching the word, we are about studying, and yet what we've experienced, even in our online church services, as we gather on Zoom, for instance, that um, the sermon is wonderful, but all the more is the fellowship and the discussions and the prayer time together, even the singing. People just want to talk, believers just want to fellowship. And the online technology has even given us an opportunity to record our sermons and send them to unsaved friends and relatives. And so that's been an added opportunity to witness to Italians in this current state of tension, because people don't have answers. The Roman Catholic Church is not providing answers. In fact, the Pope's last session on the news here, they simply talked about how the Pope is pleading for God not to abandon Italy. And so that is the desperation that Italians find themselves in, and their religion is offering them no answers. And so we have the opportunity to reach our believers and thereby strengthen them so they can continue their witness even online. Having said all that, we are also under the conviction that though online technology is great, we certainly don't want to become accustomed to online. ITA and our training ministries are about shepherding the flock. We produce preachers. We are in the ministry of training shepherds. And so we certainly want to encourage our flock and our students to pray for the moment when we, Lord willing, overcome this trial and can meet again, can meet in terms of not abandoning our fellowship, as Hebrews 10:25 says, and come together again for worship and come together in the classes so we can have that human contact. And so I ask you to pray for that. And I ask you to support us in that direction. Thank you very much, and the Lord bless you.